defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion! The headline practically writes itself.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Whoa! Who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Teyvat. We even have regular columnists based right here in Mondstadt.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely! After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
Card Snatcher?
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece. So, what do you think? Want to join me in my quest to uncover the sensational story that's hiding behind the scenes?
That does sound interesting. But why us? Any reason you singled us out in particular?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liyue who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku Decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh? Yeah, kinda scary. Does she research all her new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a great move for you. For starters, when my exclusive news article is published, you'll be credited as contributors. Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever traveling in Fontaine. And if you ever wanted to run an ad in the paper one day, no problem. I could make that happen.
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand, so it's nice to know that you live up to your reputation, but even nicer to experience it for myself. Now then, before we start investigating our Card Snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of first. That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it along with me.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slight detour to drop off the Mora, then we'll be on our way. I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about. I've heard you're quite well acquainted.
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. We know lots of people in Mondstadt. Never mind, just lead the way, Charlotte.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work. Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work, can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you ask?
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was right here, wasn't she? Oh, Paima bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself!
Journalist from Fontaine? Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonia's visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin! Now, let's give a warm welcome to our 2 contestants!
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time. Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya! We'll see you in a bit! So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, Kaya's quite the crafty one. He must have some tricks up his sleeve. Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, isn't that Charlotte's job?
Forging friendship through card-based combat does sound quite delightful. All right then, show me the ropes, if you please.
Paimon can teach you. Paimon's watched the Traveler play a ton of times, so even Paimon's a master invocator now. So there you have it. Those are the rules. Paimon also included a few little tips and tricks she's picked up from watching the Traveler play. Well, think you can handle it from here, Kazuha?
I think I've got it. Thank you, Paimon-sensei.
Sensei? Wow, Paimon's never been called that before.
Well, Kazuha? Ready to go one-on-one against Liyue's most notorious backstreet poet?
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity, Director Hu.
Any last words before the duel begins?
One moment. Okay, I think I've got something.
Wow, that was fast.
All right. Say your piece, Challenger.
Whoa, things are really heating up.
Minds like sharp blades clash. Friendship forged through cards and dice. Autumn leaves burn bright. I, Kaedahara Kazuha, humbly accept this duel.
The birds are chirping, the weather's so nice. Watch me roll 6 pyro dice. Director Hu of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is ready for battle. My turn. Chi?
I am defeated. It's no wonder that Director Hu has earned a spot in the tournament finals.
Talk about an exciting match, though.
Good thing I was able to send off all those summons of yours. This was your first time playing.
I owe it all to Paimon-sensei's teaching.
Huh? You really mean that? Yay! Ah, shucks! Now Paimon's embarrassed.
Oh, seems the world's gained yet another TCG player.
Ka-ching! When did you get here?
Shortly after these two had begun their match, everyone seemed so focused on the game that I didn't want to interrupt.
you must be Kaedehara Kazuha? Your reputation precedes you. It's an honor to finally meet you.
Please, the honor is all mine. I have heard great things about the esteemed Yuhang from Captain Beidou.
Just call me Kuching. You played very well indeed, considering it was your first time. I'm impressed. If we ever have the opportunity, I too would like to play a match with you.
Wow, Kazuha's already lined up his next opponent.
Why so surprised? Practically everyone at Yujing Terrace is playing Genius Invocation TCG these days. I also play from time to time, when time permits.
It would be my pleasure to join you for a match. However, I can't borrow the Traveler's deck forever. Our match might have to wait until after I manage to obtain my own casket of tomes.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. When we get back to the tournament venue, I'll ask a member of the Genius Invocation TCG Society to provide one for you. And please don't think about returning the favor. I assure you it's no inconvenience. Besides, a friend of the Traveler is a friend of us all.
I am grateful for your kindness, Kuching.
Pleasure. Also, Hutao, the final is about to start. I just came to make sure you're aware.
Don't worry. It might look like my mind's on other things, but I'm still listening. I closed my eyes, held my breath, and clenched the dice tightly in my hand as I prayed for the blessings of all my supporters in the audience, both visible and invisible. Wink, wink. Can you guess what happened next? Channeling all my skill and style, with a flick of the wrist, I released the dice from my hands and shouted my battle cry at the top of my lungs.
Watch me roll 6 pyro dice!
And lo and behold, when the dice came to rest, I counted precisely 6 of the pyro persuasion. It was all over before I could say, pyre, pyre, pants on fire.
Wow, sounds like your poem worked like a charm!
Director Who's playstyle is rapid but graceful, like a lone butterfly navigating the depths of a forest. With a little luck beneath her wings, she soared above the competition.
Luck is a key ingredient in every success. Wouldn't you agree, Traveler?
The semifinals? That's amazing! So when's your next match?
Unfortunately, the semifinals is where my journey ended. The reason being...
The reason being that she lost to me. And when I say lost, that doesn't begin to do it justice. It was quite a humiliating defeat. I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
I only lost because I was duped by her little tricks.
What's wrong with my little tricks? Trickery within the scope of the rules is better known as ingenuity. It's not my fault that some people spend all their time cooped up in Tenshukaku and never have the chance to hone their skills.
What a unique friendship.
You're right, though. I should make an effort to get out more. Many things have changed now that Inazuma is at peace. However, it seems that some people continue to fear the divine light, just as before. In some of my tournament matches, I could see my opponent's hands shaking, hesitant to play their cards. Now that I think about it, perhaps they were scared of what would happen if they defeated me.
Oh, dear, dear. Other players lose their games and throw a tantrum. You win yours, and yet you still find a reason to mope about it. I invited you out for some simple fun and games. Oh, I should have known you'd be like this. Anyway, you should watch and learn, because I plan on using some more of my little tricks to defeat that divine priestess from Watatsumi Island.
Oh, so Kokomi's your opponent in the finals?
Mm-hmm. On one side will be your erstwhile comrade-in-arms, the leader of Watatsumi Island, and on the other will be head shrine maiden Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful. So, little one, who will you support?
Miko, come on. No need to put them on the spot like that.
I know. I just wanted to see how they'd react. The venue is right over there. Why not go and take a walk around? Oh, and if you meet my fellow finalist, do pass on my regards.
Hey, compadre. And Flying Lavender Melon.
Oh, bull chucker! Don't call Paimon that in public!
What would this tournament be without Arataki, the ultimate TCG champion, Ito? Matter of fact, the whole Arataki gang showed up in force. Our goal? To bring home the grand prize.
As fate would have it, Boss was the only one who didn't make it out of the qualifiers.
What? Hey, that's not the point. It was just some bad luck, that's all. I got matched against a strong opponent in the first round. Besides, it was a close match. It could have swung either way.
I wouldn't exactly call losing in 3 rounds a close match.
Hey, Shinobu, cut me some slack in front of my friends, okay? Anyway, it's not like you did much better. Weren't you beaten by that fish lady? Sandy Mamma Mia, whatever her name was?
Sangonomiya Kokomi? Watatsumi Island's military strategist? Yes, she beat me fair and square. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, anyway, I've noticed something in this competition. If you want to win big here, you need style. That's right, I'm talking card backs. I lost my match because my backs were whack.
But the style of card backs and a player's skill don't have anything to do with each other.
Oh, no, that's where you're wrong, Mini Milan. It's just like how the strongest Oni Kabuto have the brightest colors on their back. If your cards look cool, then you'll definitely draw a better hand.
Beetle fighting and playing TCGs are completely different. In cards, you actually have to rely on your own skill.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no use arguing with you. Why don't we let our friend here weigh in, Hey, you're right. That's a pretty neat idea. How about this? Shinobu, lend me your deck. You've got some pretty slick card backs. But the Traveler probably has cool card backs too. Maybe even better than yours. Okay, in that case, you can use my deck.
Boss, how do I put this? Nobody could win with that deck of yours, no matter who uses it.
Hey, quit busting my chops! Sheesh. What do you say, Traveler? You got time for a match now? Great! See? This is what I call a true compadre!
All right, I'll be the judge then. Just remember to take it easy, you two. This isn't a high-stakes match. It really doesn't matter who wins or loses.
Oh, shush. No, do you guys hear that? It's the cry of my cards, cheering me on in the wind.
My cards, you mean?
Actually, we were looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her around? Or, as Arataki numero uno idioso so eloquently called her, the Fish Lady.
You're one to talk, Lavender Melon.
Her match in the finals will be starting shortly, so she can't be far. Why don't you ask Kujo-Sara over there? The Tenryo Commission is in charge of managing access to the venue and maintaining order.
Hey, just remember that if you ever want to play another match, you can find me anytime.
Hi, Sara. We're looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her anywhere?
I saw her exit the venue after the semifinals, but she hasn't returned since.
If you're looking for Her Excellency, I believe she's currently near the western shore of Rito.
Goro! Good to see you.
Hello, you two. Is there something the matter?
No, we just wanted to say hello to Kokomi.
Now that I think about it, her opponent in the finals will be a tough one to beat.
Who are you rooting for, Sara?
Up till now, the almighty Shogun had my full support. But now that she's been eliminated from the tournament, in truth, I don't really care.
Paimon thought for sure you'd be rooting for Miko.
I certainly would, in the past. But now that the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi are on amiable terms, we're all friends.
Those are exactly Her Excellency's thoughts as well. The point of a game of cards between friends is to exchange skills and enjoy the game together. It's not about who wins or loses. She hopes that this spirit of friendly competition will define Inazuma going forward.
A commendable attitude. Her opponent is skilled in the art of deception. Even if she appears to have worry written all over her face, don't fall for it. She's likely trying to lead you into a trap.
It's nice to see two generals who were once enemies on the battlefield now looking out for each other.
Do not be mistaken. I speak only in the interest of fairness. The moment I saw the name Sangonomiya on the list of competitors, I anticipated that she would make it into the finals to face the almighty Shogun. I've watched every one of her matches. She constantly adapts her strategy and excels at employing rare and unusual tactics. But after the almighty Shogun's loss, I'm afraid that Lady Guji may also have caught wind of Kokomi's strategies.
Oh, so you want to make sure Kokomi's got intel on the other side too? Wow. Trust Sora to make sure everything is fair and above board.
Thanks for your insights, General Kujo. I will be sure to pass them along to Her Excellency.
Don't mention it. The match will be starting shortly. Please, let her know to get back to the venue soon.
All right, then I'll get going.
Welcome to the final round of the King of Invocations Grand Prix Inazuman Regional Final! Our contestants are Guji Yai Miko of the Grand Narukami Shrine versus Sangonomiya Kokomi, Divine Priestess of the Sangonomiya Shrine.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Thank you. Kokomi! That was a real nail-biter, but you did it! That Miko is a crafty one, pretending she had no strategy and letting one of her own character cards get defeated. Then she played 2 cards from her hand that required to have lost a character card. She came pretty close to turning the match around.
Goodness, what's all the commotion over here? Discussing something interesting behind my back?
Not at all! Paimon was just saying what a real pity it was that you lost.
Oh, really? Then I won't disturb you. I'll go play with Goro instead. It's been a while since I've seen those fuzzy ears of his.
Do you have some time now, Sino? Or do you need to go participate in the Genius Invocation Tournament?
Tournament? The tournament has already finished.
Really? Then how did you do, Sino?
I am now the official King of Invocations. I used Forbidden Hand at the opportune moment, and drew... I can explain it later. Anyway, I have time. Lay down.
Huh? Why would she do that?
It'd be a signal that we need to lay down the law.
Oh!
No way! I'm not getting on the ground! That would be way too embarrassing! Besides, don't you think that would look suspicious?
You think so? Then maybe you can use your tails to pound your back.
And why would she do that?
Simple. It'd be signal that she had found the backs we're looking for.
Oh! This is the first time I've met someone as creative with their words as I am. Have you ever considered a career in writing news headlines, Sino?
Oh no, don't enable him!
Well, hide here. This spot is hidden, but with a clear view.
I'm sure this recipient's up to no good. Who'd pick up a package in a place like this?
I agree. But for the sake of her company's reputation, we'll let her tell us what to do. What? As in her tails?
Yeah, we get it.
Huh? Wait, that's Sino! The General Mahamatra! Sino?
I've taken care of the criminals for now. I'll be escorting them back to Sumeru City shortly. I was only fulfilling my duty. You all did well.
Sino seems like a completely different person when he's working.
All right. Goodbye for now.
Oh, wait! I still want to interview the champion of the Sumero Regional Tournament!
All right. Go ahead.
Tell me, Mr. Sino, what were your thoughts about the tournament? And did you have anything to say about the treasure hoarder incident?
Genius Invocation TCG is a very good game. But to me, it's not just a game. It's an art form. It allows people to meet others, make friends, and experience the joy of dueling together. I hope everyone can have the chance to experience the fun of playing this game.
Great answer. That'll be a perfect ending for my news piece.
Therefore, I assure you that I will personally bring judgment to any criminals out there with the delusions of desecrating this game with their evil plans. No matter where you run or where you hide, you will not escape the punishment of lightning.
Oh, I see. Let's stay calm. No need to get worked up. Now let me think. Not so genius thieves behind mysterious treasure chest card back plot finally...
Got decked? You get it? Like cards and punching?
Yes, that'll work nicely.
These two make quite the team when it comes to words.
If that's all, then I should get going. I'll inform the other areas not to be gamed by these thieving treasure hoarders. We will.
This is the place. Let's try knocking and see if he answers. Hello? Anybody home? We're looking for Garvapitum.
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Hello, Mr. Garvapitum. I'm Kirara. I have a delivery from Komania Express. I'm afraid the package is quite late.
A package. For me.
Yes, it's from a Mr. Gulab.
What? Gulab? But how is that possible?
Yes. It seems your friend submitted the package to our company before he passed.
Friend? Some friend I am. There was nothing I could do about his illness, and I wasn't by his side during the last moments of his life.
Don't say that! After all, you and Gulab are the creators of Genius Invocation TCG. I'm sure Gulab would have been happy to know how popular the game has become.
Say what? He's one of the creators of Genius Invocation TCG?
Why? Why does it seem that misfortune always befalls geniuses like him?
If you don't mind, perhaps you could talk to us about it. It would probably help you feel better.
You're right. Maybe I should tell you. You really wouldn't mind listening? All right then. It's not much of a story, really. I knew Gulab ever since we were kids. We were classmates and grew up together. Other than the bandages on his arms, you could hardly tell he had Elazar. He was always positive, peaceful, and kind. Later, we both entered the academia, and he became a Ratawahis Dastur.
If I remember correctly, that's a pretty high position.
Yes, he really was that smart. But before long, the Elazar got worse and led to some serious complications. After that, he became bedridden. He received treatment in the hospital, but had to abandon his research. I would go see him in the hospital every day, even though he said there was no need for me to visit so often.
He must have been worried that he was taking time from your own research.
I know, but I couldn't bear to just leave him like that. He was clearly the smarter of the two of us. We would have some free time whenever I visited him, so we took some cards and started painting them. Over time, those cards became the basis for Genius Invocation TCG. It's not only a game. When we were designing it, I deliberately incorporated some theoretical knowledge of the elements. I was originally waiting for him to recover, so we could study the subject together. But in the end...
Aw, don't be sad. Genius Invocation TCG is the result of your research together. Not to mention, a lot of people are enjoying it now.
After he passed away, I tried to play the game with someone else, but every time I looked up, all I could see was his silhouette. It was as if he was still sitting there at the table. I know it was all in my head, though.
Paimon understands. Paimon wouldn't ever be able to get used to being away from the Traveler. Paimon would probably find herself talking to the wind, as if the Traveler could hear.
Yes, everyone else has told me that I have to move on and embrace the fun of Genius Invocation, saying that I'm one of its creators. But to be honest, without Gulab, what meaning does the game have anymore?
Garvapidum? Perhaps you should see what your friend sent you in the package.
Right. What's this? A letter?
My dear friend, you must be wondering why I'm leaving you a letter like this. It's because...
Hey, Gulab, I'm here. How are you feeling today? I gotta tell you, I had an idea for another card last night. Huh? What's that you're writing?
It's nothing.
Okay. Anyway, up for a game?
You don't have to visit every day, you know. You should be focusing on your work at the academia.
Hey, enough of that. I'll keep visiting until you've fully recovered. Besides, I can't stand most of the folks at the academia anyway. Hey, it's your turn. Gulab, are you okay?
Garvapidum, you must understand. My Elazar.
Hey, don't talk like that. You just need some more rest.
It's because you won't come to terms with the fact that I don't have long left. Guess what? This game we invented is getting pretty popular here in the hospital.
Really? That's great news.
Yeah. I've even made a device to help people find other players nearby. Here, this one's for you. This way, you'll be able to keep playing even after I'm...
Just stop! You're gonna get better, you hear me? I don't need this thing. I don't want it!
I imagine the casket of tomes I gave you is probably gathering dust in a corner somewhere. So, this is my last gift to you. I'm sorry that I could only give it to you now. Do you remember when we first met? You were the only one willing to be friends with the kid with Elazar. Now, it's my turn to help you make some new friends. This way, I'll always be by your side, my friend.
Gulab. That rascal. He was always this way.
I haven't played much Genius Invocation myself. All I know is that it has brought joy to a lot of people.
As a true TCG player put it, the game allows many people to meet others, make friends, and experience the joy of dueling together.
That's right! We've seen that firsthand on our journeys recently. Paimon could tell you those stories if you're interested.
Thank you all for your kind words. You're right. Gulab. Is that what you were thinking when you left this letter? I've always kept your casket of tomes with me. It was so special for you to draw me a card like this. What a waste it is to never have used it. If he were here now, I know he'd say, "Hey friends, how about a game of Genius Invocation TCG? Well, what do you say?"
Garthopidum seems to be feeling better. Paimon even saw him crack a smile when he was playing just now.
It always takes time to heal from pain from the past, but I think this is a good start for his road to recovery.
Yeah, it was a good thing that Kirara kept track of that package, even when they were unable to deliver it.
When my boss asked me to take care of it, I had a feeling that it must somehow be delivered. I couldn't just let it be abandoned.
Would you say that was your yokai intuition kicking in?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I guess I just didn't want to let the sender's sentiment go to waste like that.
Anyway, I think this is where we'll say goodbye.
Oh. Are you going back to Fontaine now?
That's right. Who would have guessed that I'd still get such a quality story after the tournament had finished? It's going to take me a few days just to draft the articles alone. Oh, by the way, I still haven't had the chance to interview you two all this time. After all that we've witnessed on this journey together, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yeah! You could say the best thing we got out of this adventure was the new friends we made.
I understand. I'll be sure to work your comments into my exclusive news piece. Just be sure to buy a copy of the Steambird when you visit Fontaine.
And I should get ready to head back to Inazuma. I still have to report everything to my boss.
Will do. I'm sure we'll all see each other again soon. And maybe we'll play Genius Invocation TCG if we have the chance.